Well, hello, everybody. We're live. Thanks for stopping by again. Thank you for stopping by the first time. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Right now, we got people pouring in already. What's up, one person? The G. As always, whenever we do the Rabbit Hole Radio shit, my dog, Michigan Outpost. We got, hard to point at him. We got Jiu-Jitsu, Graze the Bush, Daddy. Lomi, we have the official Chris. It's 3K. It's the end of the month, guys. We're a lot of crazy shit's been going on. Even more crazy news since yesterday. Illinois has barred Trump from running again, or has barred Trump from the ballot in Illinois. That's going on right now. Bullshit. It was at first I thought it was a bullshit thing whenever they did it to one state. Now that there's been like 3-4 states that have taken them off the ballot, I think that's a little bit more serious, a little bit more crazy. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm pretty used to it by now, to be honest. I mean, if we're not used to that by now, it's just another day.
Hmm.
Trying to get them,
Yeah.
the country.
I don't. I wish I wish I knew the electoral, like what the votes count for coming from those states.
I don't know too much about any of it, but I
I
all I
mean, it's
hear is
not right to be taking a someone who's running off of the ballot. What they're going to do, or Biden or whoever they do. I'm convinced. I'm convinced it's going to be Michelle Obama, uh, possibly a Gavin Newsom Michelle Obama combo. She's going to be in there possibly as the running for. I don't know if you've heard about this. Obama has been taking a lot of money from donation from campaign donating people and getting them to come over to go to Michelle. He's been getting a lot of those guys to go from whoever they're messing with. Let's say it's Biden, and now they've been coming. They've been backing Michelle slowly and quietly.
That's crazy.
Yes, yes, and it's they still haven't had no Democrat. The Democratic debate has not happened yet between the Democrats. They still, and as far as I know, they still haven't chosen their representative is who they want to run for president to represent their party. And a lot of people are thinking it's not going to be Joe. A lot of people are not thinking it's going to be Joe Biden, dude.
No.
His mental health shit. A lot of papers been coming out about his mental health and his well-being.
who else
I'm
should I get?
registered to vote now, so
I
I'm
mean, I
going
guess
to
it's
go too, as soon as possible.
they put Michelle in there or Michael, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, they've been giving a lot of money. Have you heard about that, Chris? They've been giving a lot of money to Michael.
That's the only other person that I see that could mysteriously, magically fucking get 80 plus million votes.
Mhm.
Because I mean, fucking Joe Biden did it, and nobody even fucking knew who that was for Trump or like before the election. Like nobody our age, at least. I mean, we weren't hearing about him. We weren't hearing about nothing, but everybody knows Michelle. Everybody knows Michael. So,
amen, yeah. She
okay,
changed the school lunch program forever.
Yeah, didn't she? What did she do? That was during our time in school too, and that shit
Yeah,
got
I
changed.
can't remember exactly, but I know she had something to do with like school lunch program changing.
hmm. Well, I mean, whatever she did, it didn't affect me because I grew up poor as fuck and always got free lunch.
Yeah,
Well, at least where I lived.
unless I mean, it might have had something to do with the food I think they were serving.
Maybe, yeah, probably. I don't know. We got gumbo. We got fucking good
All
shit.
sorts of shit, yeah.
We got good shit. Our lunches were pretty damn good. It wasn't enough. Never was for my fat ass, but it was good, and I miss it.
Amen.
Yeah, I never really liked the school lunch too much, honestly, dudes.
Some of them were whack. I wouldn't fuck
Yeah.
with.
grilled cheese, like
But that's like some of the things I still won't eat to this day, though.
fish.
Exactly.
I won't fuck with their fish sandwich.
How much shit do you think that they would put into that food when we were going to school?
I mean, well, the lunch thing,
Chemical.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't grade A. You know what I'm saying?
the
Mhm.
fact they probably pump it with a little bit more, kind of like an MRE maybe, like a little bit more calories than usual, just for like younger kids to. I mean, you would
Yeah.
fuel us. At least when we were in school. Now they're gonna put a bunch of fucking soy. I wouldn't be surprised if it was only Chinese food for lunch. Fucking
But you
soy.
know, it's like 28% of Gen Z. We're getting back to it.
Oh man.
Gay. And this whole and it's also red dye 40 is
Yeah,
in a lot of this food we eat.
like if you have
Um,
eaten all this shit, if you take Red 40 out of their diet, they focus 100% more on schools. They're more focused. They're more like, they listen better. That Red 40
Yep.
is get into a fucking ADHD machine like I was when I was a kid. And what do the parents do? They don't change the diet. They put you on medicine. They put you on medicine
Mm-hmm.
because one, they can sell it and get high off of it themselves, and two, the kid's a zombie and just sit.
of course, they're gonna be making that's how they're making all their money, dude. That's how they don't want anything to be cured because that's how they're making their money.
Not anymore, motherfucker.
Oh damn! Well, are you gonna use that to shave your mustache?
Let's go,
Not
bro.
use it as like if someone was to, I guess, break in or like I don't know. I would never have this on me in public.
I need some slack. I'm
I
not a
ain't sharp enough to shave with it yet.
You don't really
my
grow a
name's
beard
Masai
too
Road.
thick.
No, I don't. I can't grow any facial hair really, except for a stash. I don't really like having that.
Yeah, dude. For like as long as I've known you, huh? You know.
Yeah. Every friend I've ever made can grow a beard. I'm the only one that can't. But
Dude, you're
think
gonna
about
have a baby face for the rest of your life.
That's something to look forward to.
But I mean, I could clean shit. I could like make myself, shave clean with this. But
This is a little explanation on kind of this vibe of what this is of that red dye shit.
I'm not a scientist, but I've been eating processed food my whole life because my family is broke. But now as an adult, maybe it's about time to find out exactly what goes in this processed food I eat every day, especially the red food coloring. Today we're going to talk about one of those mystery ingredients, red number 40. All food dye is not good for you, but we're concerned about red because that's the most consumed dye. So according to scientists, red can be related to why everyone takes Adderall, because we can't pay attention for 5 minutes because
That's
of all
one way
these
to put it.
adverse effects of food
We was
coloring.
just not talking about that.
I'm not trying to make the government go into your life and tell you how much red food coloring you should eat each day, but at least be aware of the effects it has on your body, your kids, if you have them, or you admit that you have them. I don't know, you may have them and
glad
don't
we
want to talk
seen
about
that
it.
video. I mean, that's
Huh?
true. The facts, man. I
Because
mean,
that's just giving like a little context behind the red dye 40 shit. Because like he was talking about the ADHD, they even put that shit inside of Adderall.
yeah, man. Shit, it's crazy because, like, for me, if I was to have Adderall right now and take it without being prescribed, I would be zoned in as fuck, and I wouldn't really talk much. But
Yeah,
if
you
like,
Dude, I'm gonna be going really fast, like I did some cocaine.
yeah, if you were to take it, it would fucking speed you up and make you.
Yes, sir. I love it.
Man, I've hung out with people that's done fucking Molly and all this shit to stay up for nights. And I'd be right there by their side, just drinking beer, smoking weed, and staying up with them 2+ days. Just me with nothing. That's how naturally, whatever's in my brain, I'm wired like that. That's how, like, I watch these fuckers take drugs to stay up and have a great time. But me, I'm just chilling,
Homie said
without it.
I'm built different.
It's just weird. Maybe it's all the fucking Adderall and Strattera and
The
Ritalin and
drugs.
I've been on
Children's meth.
Oh, bro. Well, all that shit. If it's meth, it's some weak ass meth.
But that's what it is. It's like a children's level meth. Because it's had the same compounds, I think.
Pills that I had were $12 on the streets a pill, and that was like
Yeah, dude.
6.
Yeah. I used to deal with those a lot.
Yeah, dude, that's like a gold mine, and like people like the parents that are raising you, they know that as well. And once that school makes that one phone call, oh, we suggest you put them on. Yes, we will. And
Sometimes
immediately,
they'll threaten to take the kids away if you don't put them on medicine.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can raise your kids differently, and you change their diet up. You don't just fill your fucking kid's face with sugar and fucking bullshit. You know what I mean?
I see
Yeah.
people coming in my restaurant. They'll sit down and they'll like give like a
But then
1-year-old holding a
also,
Coke.
like you said, you're poor. You can't really afford to do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Buddy
you
kind of
That's
shit with
another
you.
sad thing.
all this bullshit. Like I could go buy one apple and then fucking a bag of candy, or like a few apples, bag of candy. Them apples are gonna be way more expensive than this bag of candy.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man. And I'm glad all this is coming to light now that we're having kids, and we will never let our kids fuck with this shit because we know how bad it is.
I take the boy to McDonald's sometimes and I feel bad about it, but
It's fine, it's okay for now, just for a little bit. But that's not going to be his only diet. And there's parents out there that are lazy as fuck and only will give their kids fast food.
your last Chris, but he's coming back again. Yeah, I remember back in the day. We remember for your birthday, you had like your dad got 100 cheeseburgers for you.
We had like that pyramid of cheese. I mean, but that's different, That's what's up. And I mean, I was never like a overweight kid ever. If anything, I'm overweight now, but not really.
Boy, you big as hell.
Oh, you big as fuck, boy.
You've always been big.
I mean, the heaviest I've ever been was 295 pounds, and the
I
lightest.
mean, dude, there's fat, and then there's like Nick of Cabo out of Cabo fat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what's scary about someone like that can't really gain too much fat, but their organs will fucking get fat around them, and before you know it, fucking having a heart attack from all this fucking bullshit that they put in the food. That make you like you'll eat. I could eat fucking 2 Big Macs and a fucking large drink and another burger and be like, damn, I could eat more. But if I sat here and cooked that shit at home, I could probably get through 2 and not be hungry anymore. It's the chemicals they put in that shit that make you fucking I need more. I need fucking
Feed
shit.
me.
Like, come on, man.
And I don't feel good after I eat a whole bunch of that kind of shit though. You know what I mean?
Hell no, I believe it.
I feel good after I eat a nice, good home cooked meal, or if I go to a restaurant and sit down and eat one of their burgers.
Yeah. Like a restaurant sit down, but like driving through, man, it is so crazy. It's like blatant at this point. We know. Like, I mean, Vince McMahon had no idea that computers were going to be in everybody's pocket and that are going to be able to find out all the shit he did and all the shit. Like,
but you know what?
Like before too long, that they are going to know we know all the shit that's in the food.
I guarantee this to you that chick that Vince McMahon's having all that beef with trouble with, she told him at least once, maybe twice, that she loved him.
Oh yeah.
I
Dude,
guarantee.
I feel like at that point it should be fair game, I mean, if we love one another, and you're allowing me to share you with my buddies, you can't go 30 years down the line and be like, "Fuck, I'm broke, I need money. This guy's shit and pissed all over me." And I'm fucking pissed.
I mean, this thing that sound terrible, but there's like that was probably the kind of girl that she was.
Yes, that's how.
Not every.
It was the fucking early '90s, late '90s.
Not every woman's gonna be like that. You're gonna have to find a special girl.
There's this new thing that came out about him, and this WWE diva that killed herself. Her name was Ashley. She was one of my favorites. She like dressed in like kind of gothy, fucking with the backwards trucker hat type shit, and she was bad off on drugs and on pills a lot, like almost. She said backstage they'd pass those pills around like they were fucking candy at Halloween.
And Vince would?
And Vince, that was another woman that he like done some shit with, and her family's coming out now saying that part of her suicide was because of Vince and what he did, and all the shit they were saying, and said that they would blackmail her until it's so crazy the shit that's coming out about Stephanie McMahon, his daughter, is now getting questioned because she would cover up for him. Like that. That's fucking crazy. And that was my fucking entire child. It's on the
Really? I wonder what's going on with Triple H, dude.
Triple H is good. He's clean, dude. He owns everything now. They can't
So
find anything.
Wow, how crazy that fucking, it started off DX, all that shit back, hanging out with X-Pac,
Yeah.
and they were all fucking China.
Like, whenever they were on camera, they would go all out. But people off camera would go crazy. Off camera, people would stay in that character because they were fucking millionaires.
Mm-hmm. They become the parents who in fact feed their kid, and I see that a lot. If they're so used to like that McDonald's or that Wendy's, they won't know what to do whenever they see a steak in front of them. I hate whenever I see kids and eat steaks. But back to the wrestling shit. Sorry, buddy.
Oh no, you're good. No, that I agree 100%. Like, I mean, there's times, especially for young parents, like if you're out and about and you need to get your kid fed, boom, you go there. But it would never be like that all the time.
No, this whole WWE's always been kind of a weird. I've watched based on some of the documentaries I've seen. They've always had some kind of a weird. It's always a lot of these guys. It's a family business. I've noticed.
The wrestling.
Yes, and that's the chicks. It's almost like how like in biker gangs they don't necessarily treat the ladies the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then.
And that's how I feel. Bikers still treat the women like shit. I feel like, but I'm not 100% sure. But
like WWE is completely different. Like
WWE is probably different.
They changed terms and everything. Like the word diva, they don't use that. It's a women's champion, not a divas champion. It's the women's division.
Really? I didn't even notice.
Yeah, they changed all that up, but they still dress ultra fucking slutty. Maybe more slutty than the day. And that's what I don't agree with.
Except for the bigger chicks. They're full body cover.
Like a lot of the bigger ones, they won't show as much like side tit, and cleavage, but it's still there. Whenever they go to Saudi Arabia, when they have pay-per-views in Saudi Arabia, they have to cover up all their skin when they wrestle.
Damn.
And they do it out of respect. And that's what that's dope. And you're there for the fucking sport. Whenever I'm watching these bitches fight, I'm looking at their asses, their tits, and it's like they're doing that because of that reason.
Trying to give some perverted, lustful thoughts.
Off all that plastic, whatever. But come on, I want my girl to watch wrestling with me. I don't want her to see how these bitches dress and be like, oh, I want to be that for Halloween. No, you don't.
Type of shit.
Like, no, you're not gonna wear no fucking stockings, no makeup until fucking certain age. All that shit.
I bet there's a bunch of scenarios. I remember when mine were going through my head.
Huh?
It'll be okay, buddy. We'll be fine. We'll take it till we make it.
But
Jerry, dude, your shirt kind of blends in and looks like you got like a weird chest tattoo.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't.
Crazy. This is my chest tattoo I got right here.
Nice.
Yes, sir. This says only God can judge me. This is
show me the nipples.
White boy tattoo.
Don't show me your nipples.
I ain't ready. I just shaved them recently too.
You shave your nipples?
No, not really. No, just kidding.
I don't believe you. I think you shave your nipples now.
That'll be the next live pilgrim nipple shaving event.
Troll though. What do they mean by that?
I think it's
keeping them dressed like that.
I think the customs are controlling, but them going over there and dressing like that is respecting the customs.
Exactly.
And
it's like we want them to respect us over here all the time, but like if things different if we go to where they're from.
No, they tell the wrestlers, they tell the women you could dress however you want, but the women respect because they know there's kids over there that look up to them also, and they see them do that, and it shows the respect. I've heard something like that. They've told them that they can dress however they want, but they still respect it. which is dope, I think.
Because the thing is, is a lot of people because like in Saudi Arabia they are pretty controlling of the women.
That's
Um,
true.
But
I think as a foreigner, you're more welcomed in a far place if you're respecting and practicing the customs
It's not
there.
a choice.
What?
They're not going to give you a choice if you live there.
Well, no, but if you're traveling abroad, you know what I'm saying, to practice the customs, shit like that.
And
Be respectful of the culture.
A lot of these places think that Americans are rude. They think that we're unkempt. They think that we're loud. And that's like some of that stuff is true, so they don't when they come across some politeness, they're probably true. But Saudi Arabia, they still have a king going on over there. They pretty sketched out place, but still, you got to think all the people who go there when they go on Mecca and stuff. Are they held to the same rules as well? No, this is what we were talking about. The former WWE star Sarah Lee, 30 years old, died by self-ending. Texas medical examiner rules.
So who is this? What's her stage name?
Sarah
Is it
Lee.
Sarah Lee?
Mm-hmm. This was the chick that he was talking about that was connected.
Go down?
She was on Tough Enough in 2015.
Is this like the shit that I've been seeing a lot about recently with like Vince McMahon and shit like that?
Talking about the girl's last name, her name was like Ashley Mariano or something like that. This just another. I didn't even know about this chick.
A lot of wrestlers don't make it past a certain age. I think.
Well, yeah.
I was reading a lot of wrestlers will die before they're 60.
Well, it's just like NFL players, like eat, bro. All them fucking chair shots to the head. That's what you can't do headshots anymore.
I like how we went from talking about Vince McMahon's sexual crimes to talking about the suicide had happened, Sophia, because that chick that he's looking at just now, she had taken a mix of medicines and stuff and let herself fall asleep.
That's crazy, man. That's so crazy. And it's always these ODs are always because they mix the drugs.
Look at this. Have you ever seen this list, dude? This is about to blow your mind. You love wrestling, dude? Check this out. Yeah, I remember Opie and Anthony's hot. This is all the list of wrestlers who died before 50.
It's sad. It's very sad.
Adrian Adonis, 33. Andre the Giant, 46. Andrew Test Martin, 33. Andy Kaufman, 35. I didn't know he was a wrestler. I thought he was just a comedian.
And he was just like a stand-in every now and then.
Oh, here's that chick he was talking about, Ashley Massaro.
It's her. They say she killed herself and had this problem because of Vince McMahon directly. And that's crazy to say.
Yeah, short, but let me see. I wonder if Chris Benoit is going to be on here. Oh, here has it.
Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, all of them. But Eddie Guerrero died of heart failure. He didn't OD or nothing.
And heart failure goes into maybe the drugs that they do as when they're younger. Balls Mahoney, I think I remember him.
Mahoney, yeah, dude.
Big Daddy V.
Yeah, Boss Man.
Big Dick Dudley, I don't remember him.
Big Dick Dudley, dude. He was part of the Dudley family. I watched
really? Oh, Bray Wyatt. I forgot that he died.
Wait, just the other, like, about a few months ago last year?
Wow.
Yeah, that dude is
Bruiser Brody.
Bruiser Brody, he was stabbed to death in the locker room.
Oh, yeah, he was. He's like, they got me.
Dude, that was sad shit. It's on Dark Side of the Ring. That's a recommended series to watch, Dark Side of the Ring. Mr. Perfect, he died young. Owen Hart as well, he fell. That's so fucking sad. British Bulldog.
And the British Bulldog was a gangster, dude.
Eddie Guerrero, man, he was my number one favorite. I cried so hard when he died. I cried when Chris Benoit died, dude. Chris Benoit was my favorite. All time. Yeah, dude, it's nuts. I grew up
Junkyard Dog.
Dude. It's so sad. Like, they died so young, but you don't understand the fucking shit. Like, okay, yes, the drugs and shit, but it's 365 days a year training and wrestling every fucking single day. A lot of for these older wrestlers as well. Like that's all they did. They maybe seen their families 4 fucking days out of the year.
And they're all like really big. They're all like really big. These are all the ones that died by suicide.
These motherfuckers did steroids. Everyone. Maybe not the fat ass dudes and like the really huge guys, but most of these people did steroids. And the women, they just died of ODs and shit, which is crazy.
I can't believe so many of these people just killed. These are all the people that's like 16 people.
Yeah, it's really sad, man. Wrestling is like so special to me. If I did anything, I'd be a wrestler, man. If I did anything.
That's like what your dream job as a child was.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. I can do all the moves. This motherfucker can too. If you weren't wrestling your fucking cousins or fucking like a fucking pillow back in the day, power driving it through a chair or a table, like man, that was living to me. I was getting thrown up in houses as a kid.
I remember we used to do that shit in your front yard.
Fuck yeah.
We'd set up on my trampoline all over the place.
This was, dude, not gonna lie, this was like fucking maybe 5 years ago. That's the last time I felt we were doing the Hurricane Rana and shit, like all these advanced moves, like that shit's fun. Fuck you up.
I wish we still had some of those old videos from back in those days.
I'm telling you right now, I had stacks. It started with cassettes. I would record.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I can find the video of you on that dog runner.
Oh man, that would be funny. You remember?
I'm about to go.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah,
you were there for that, Jerry.
You were on the dog runner. I wasn't there for that.
Oh, when was that? Waylon's house?
No, Chris.
Dog runner.
Remember? They put him on the dog with the gas can hiding.
Oh no, I don't want to show that.
Those fumes are getting to you, my boy.
Granny got you.
Granny got you.
But no, man. Fucking, I had stacks, dude. I used to record I'm surprised I'm not into the whole YouTube shit anymore because it all started. I had this big ass.
Dude, pull up YouTube, Jerry. Let's see it.
What are we looking at?
Haha, Jordan fell.
Oh yeah, that was the first.
Dude, this was, I think we were in like 5th grade.
Yeah, man. I found it like it's the top video on YouTube, or when you search it. He was so original with the fucking titles.
Okay, God, I see it. Look how fucking young. That was younger before I even met you guys.
Yeah. You existed. This shit, I had big ass DCs on with the pink shoelaces. It's like 3 seconds long.
How many years ago was it?
It's got commercials on it. It's been 17 years.
Yeah, it's Will. This is from Will.
Oh, Granny, you look just like one of your little brothers when they were that age.
You click on this shit. You can see me bust my ass on a bike.
Dude, but the videos were like fucking straight vines, dude. Like not even 4 seconds long. We used to be like, dude, my video has more views.
Which one are we looking at?
Haha, Chris fell.
Haha, Chris fell. This is so long ago.
What was his name? Oh my.
The first one, very bottom.
Oh my God! I wonder where these people are nowadays.
I think one of them was Frankie Dunno.
Oh my God!
Look at those little. Them balls ain't dropped yet in this video. What up, Virginia?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's I used to have hundreds of DVDs that I recorded of myself, like falling on purpose, like just doing I would say Jack A. I wouldn't say Jackass because I was afraid to cuss.
Well, this is
my buddy Will's channel from God when we were probably 12.
Bro,
he probably didn't even have access to it anymore.
Yo, it's 420 somewhere? Let's go.
It's 420 somewhere, huh?
I mean, it's always 420 somewhere.
In that one video with the leaves over there to the right, that's that pathway to the movies in Walmart. And
oh God, you want to tell that story? Look how young this motherfucker is.
He said, "Welcome back to the
movies."
What the fuck?
Oh God, dude.
This was 20 years ago, man. What the fuck?
Going exploring through the woods.
Like twice.
I'm gonna roll through
I'm
here.
scared for my life.
And I missed this fucking.
What's today's topic, Brandon?
Oh, good old Brandon.
I don't remember Brandon.
You don't know? You know Brandon.
He wasn't in school yet.
I wasn't in school with you guys yet when we were that
Dude,
young.
he went to Pickering for a while, dude.
In here somewhere.
Oh my god! Because he came up to me in the hallway. He's like,
Oh, there's
"I heard you looked at peanut."
Yo, dude, his
Do you remember
sister is
never-
crazy.
That was him.
That was him. Oh
That was-
god, do you remember whenever fucking Jordan threw the fucking book at Josh?
I'm about to annoy with the lady clerk. The clerk.
What is Will doing right now? I feel bad we're watching his videos without him.
Why do you always check my?
I don't know. I'll ask him real quick. Let me see.
I don't know.
Wouldn't know one of these exist.
You're gonna be on YouTube. I don't have a receipt. I did not just buy this. Huh? No, but you're gonna be on it. Yeah. You're on YouTube. I have my own web show. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
It's called Bob Saget.
Okay, let me tell you the way you see that.
I don't.
It's called
This
Bob
is mine.
Saget.
This is mine. This one's mine.
I know it too, but I ain't gonna bother with that.
All right.
Trouble for
That
using
concludes
that.
today's episode of Bob Saget.
Wow,
Oh, god, they was getting into it with him too.
so funny. Oh my god. Oh my
Let's check
god.
this out.
This fucking picture.
Ducky on this track. Listen to me rap. Red diamonds, red hat. My flow is hard like a baseball bat. Send that
Hell
bitch back.
no.
Run the shit. Not to run the track. Fuck the girl, then I'll send that bitch back. Bust you in the back. Oh shit, snap. It's time for you to take a nap. Cause I need some track with the beat at. Now it's time to listen to my nigga WB rap.
That's who that
Weird.
was.
What's the fucking beat drop? Nigga can't beat. Stop them hotter than I found the same. Nigga use a teapot.
Here you go, Jerry. I'll send you some of his new music.
Yeah, we've seen like a 17-year long fucking progression.
We went into a little 17-year-old rabbit hole there.
Yeah, that was like 17 years ago, boys. That's crazy.
I messaged him. I sent you his newest song.
You sent it to me on.
Or he sent me some shit.
That is so.
Yeah,
You
it's
sent it to the group chat?
it's sending right now.
I thought I heard.
It's
some of
pretty
this
good.
shit
I
the other
fuck
day.
with it.
Yeah, I heard it the other day. I think.
I think
put
he
out
uploaded
children's-
like his reels and shit.
Let me see. He put out like some kind of children's book I saw too the other. I was like, he's doing everything you can imagine.
He usually hits me up pretty quick. He must be busy.
He lives like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Not 45, like 4 hours.
No, dude, not really.
Not really.
Maybe now. I think he did.
Morgan, I am 30 years old.
Me too.
Oh,
Well,
the dirty 30. Let's go.
30 in May.
I'm trying to get.
30.
Do you think I get in trouble for this picture? Ain't a naked photo, is it?
I mean, who is it? If it shows nipple, you can get in trouble.
It shows slight ass.
Slight ass. Oh, I mean, YouTube loves that nowadays, so I guess it's fine. Who
What do you
is
think?
this?
This is his song.
Oh, that's fine.
This is his song, though. Let me see. A little bit of country vibe.
Man, this shit is crazy. Man, this shit is crazy. Man, this shit is crazy. How the bitch is trying to play me. Telling me she love me, then she telling me she hate me. And I don't know how to act, and I don't know what that makes me. But in my bag, so this shit don't even faze me. I know that you leaving, and that shit don't even faze me. Smoking and I'm fucking, and that shit don't even faze me. You bitch that I'm fucking, and I swear that you don't faze me. You bitch that I'm fucking, and I swear that you don't faze me. Swear that you don't faze me. I'm fucking know that thing like Tom Brady. You never face me.
You gotta pay him some money.
And she don't wanna party.
I wonder what's up with the chicks here.
She been acting different. Man, that shit is crazy how that bitch is trying to play me. Telling me she love me, then she telling me she hate me. And I don't know how to act, and I don't know what that makes me. Been in my bag, so that shit don't even faze me.
I fuck with it. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
dude.
figured it. I was definitely in 17 year. I was a 17-year long progression to go from what we first listened to listen to that shit.
I didn't even know he actually fucking did that for real.
Mm-mm.
I don't
No,
think
he did that shit.
I don't think I was supposed to show that to anyone. So
Well,
Oh, shit.
you're
Only one.
welcome. You
No, that-
see it here
y'all-
first, gentlemen.
I heard a song by him the other day.
Yeah, he puts it on his Facebook, so I doubt he'll give a fuck.
Dude,
Kind of shit.
that's really good.
Wow.
Yeah,
Y'all-
there's another one, but I'm not scrolling that far back.
Oh, you're good.
Mhm. To give everybody a little taste, it's a little background, and a couple of people watching haven't seen the past couple ones we did. Like we all grew up together, me and these
A
two
little bit
guys.
of the lore.
Yeah, we are. Dude, if I was to do music, that's like how I do it. How he kind of like sang
Yeah.
in it. I fuck with that. Fuck, that's dope.
I agree. A pass.
Rave music. If I was to make music, dude, I'm gonna be like in the fucking corner, sunglasses on, raving, just fucking.
Yeah, I was actually listening to DJ Blend 2 nights ago.
Like I made the Blade soundtrack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you say it. Fucking jumps out in the club and shit. Fucking.
I went to a fucking show here, and it was, I swear to God, it looked just like fucking Blade, dude. It looked
Dude, bro, time of your fucking life.
red lights hit, and then fog jets from the fucking roof came out. I'm like, oh my God, fucking
I
vampires.
got abandoned in Houston at a rave. The bastard.
Oh.
That's fucked. What'd they abandon you for? It's by
Because they
accident.
couldn't get in.
Oh.
They didn't plan ahead.
Was you too young?
Oh no, we bought our tickets in advance and they planned on buying theirs at the door, but they were our ride, so they got there and couldn't get their tickets, so they just went home and left us. Didn't tell us that, of course.
Oh man.
But we party hardy, that's for sure.
Well, that's argumentative.
Hey, bro. All I'm
That's-
saying is you can thank Blade for every Marvel movie you're watching right now.
Yeah,
They've been
Blade,
having a problem getting a new Blade going because every time they get somebody cast, the actor doesn't like because the Blade movies they're making now it's like Blade's not even the main character; he becomes a side character to the female characters in the movie, and so
Dude,
they
yeah.
can't. They trying to. That's
Dude,
right.
I don't think you could do Blade. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can never redo Blade. Well, I mean, they will probably, and it'll be shit. But
She said even worse than Steven Seagal.
You
Yeah,
know, that guy is kind of whack, Mr. Seagal.
Being all great, Wesley Snipes would beat the absolute shit out of Steven Seagal, I believe.
100%. I will put money. I put my life on that.
Yeah,
Especially
dude, straight
during
up.
the era, he'd fuck him up. But no, dude.
I think
Wesley
it's
Snipes, only know him.
well, not anymore. Time out. Not anymore, dude. Have y'all seen Wesley Snipes recently?
He's
I have
jacked,
not.
isn't he?
That's why I said
No,
back in his-
dude. No, dude. Last I knew, he looked like a fucking paperweight, bro.
That's why I said back in his prime, dude. Not now. Even
Both of them in their prime versus each other.
Steven Seagal still fucks with his fake martial arts.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, dude, Jerry, you could probably beat up Steven Seagal. I mean, he only does this weird fucking.
You could probably I couldn't beat up too many people. Fuck it.
I mean, you know.
I think you could give some people a run for their money. Fighting's not as hard as you think.
Every fight I've ever seen you've won.
Dude, you could train. You could train on how to punch and shit like that forever, but it really comes down to mental fortitude. Because the second you get hit in the face, you got to be able to keep your plan together, and that's harder to do than you think.
You didn't really give that motherfucker a second to even think. When
Yeah.
active session. Holy shit!
I slapped myself in the face first.
That
Chris was standing there right there in the spot whenever all this shit was happening.
Yep. Yep, dude.
Oh, dude.
That was the fucking stupidest thing I think I've ever been a part of. Look at this is Wesley Snipes. We found Michael Obama. Whenever he puts his wig on, that's Michelle Obama.
Oh
Fuck.
shit.
We figured it out. You heard it here first. Another fucking
Oh my god.
Wesley Snipes and Michelle Obama are the same person.
Dude, you need to put that on a sound bar. That laugh track.
Which one? The
Sound bar. You get different buttons to press, or like a little soundboard.
I know, dude.
Track.
I want to get the sound bar. I want to get the laugh track. I want to get a car crash noise.
Like Delgado, though. I think like he was saying earlier.
About the whole shit with Hunsdorfer. What was your going on in your mind whenever that happened, Chris?
What do you mean? Whenever Day beat him up at my house?
Oh God, not that one. I wasn't there for y'all fucking make me go home for some reason. They like drop him off first. They was like we gotta drop him off first, and then y'all.
I mean, he was cool, dude. He ain't never took nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always had an eye on him.
Yeah, you got to. He's kind of like a shiftier character.
But I did watch this man steal someone's phone and then help him look for it.
Oh my god. Dude, I forgot about all this shit, dude. That is
dude.
It's coming back.
Stole that man's phone and then helped him look for it at my house.
Bro, I remember that. And he was like actually following. He was like, look. And then he like put two and two together. He said, you know, he's been following me everywhere I go looking for this phone.
And then in my front yard, bro, popped the trunk, bro.
Oh, God, dude,
and there was his phone right there in the trunk.
He was like, "Wow, the phone just magically reappeared in the. How the fuck did it get in the trunk?"
Oh yeah, dude, and then we just acted cool about it, you know. And then like a couple days later, he came over. We was walking down the street and got him, son. That's simple.
We did set him up, and that was fucked up. But we knew nobody was gonna die or get really hurt. I mean, we were.
Well, it was gonna happen either way, you know. You get what's coming to you.
Yeah, but I filmed it too. Holy shit! I used to have all the fights.
I wish you had that video still. It's better that it happened around you guys than like a bunch of like other black dudes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they would have kicking him shit and really could have killed him almost.
Jumped in and really helped him. But yeah, no, it wasn't like that. Growing up, it was always one-on-one. Nobody ever fucking jumped growing up.
Shit.
At least not whenever me.
But remember at that party that we was at, whenever that guy he was like, "Get away from me." And then Trez starts beating him up. The next thing you know, Keanu comes out and kicks the guy in the head.
Listen, after this, right before, a fight happened, and I had my flashlight on, and I was shining it to make sure I didn't have blood, because there was a lot of blood everywhere. And the dude beside me thought I was recording him, and he was like, "Get that fucking camera out of my face, cracker!" And I was like, "Whoa, dude, no, it's my flashlight." He's like, "I'll beat your cracker ass." And I was like, oh, really? So I reached in my back pocket because I had this huge glass bottle. I grabbed it and I threw it because I knew in my mind I would have used it. And I stepped back and I was ready to fucking fight this dude. And then his buddy on this side and this side stepped up as well. And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. And then some other dude with fucking the goldest grills I've ever seen. Right in my face, he's like, "No, man, they don't want it, man. They don't want it." And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I went and I told Trez and Daddy what was going on, and they fucking like ripped off their shirts. I don't know why. And they fucking Trez went inside, and then me and Daddy started walking, and he started saying, Who's fucking with my? And then he was saying all this other shit over and over. And I was like, he's light skinned and he's got a gray sweatshirt on.
We actually went to school with that guy too. And like started beating up the wrong guy at first, right?
Yeah, the first light skinned guy with the gray sweatshirt, he was the victim. But like the other guy, after I walked away, they got in the car and they left. But this other dude was standing. Come to find out, this dude wasn't the guy who fucked with me, but he was one of the buddies stepping up. So it wasn't for no reason. And we were sitting there and he was like, "Oh, you doing this, and all this shit." And I wasn't saying nothing. They were arguing, and then fucking Keanu, man, comes out of nowhere and fucking just punches this dude in the side of the face. He drops. And then he gets up really quick, and then Trez is stepping to him like this and rears back and hits this fucker in the chin, and he just fucking falls on the ground, and Trez and Day are on top of this motherfucker beating his face in. And I'm just standing there like, well, this is what happens when you something.
You said something, he's like, got the goon to fuck with the goons.
Dude, all this shit was, I can't remember this shit like it was yesterday. And like, they just kept beating this dude mercifully. And they eventually got off of him, and, you know, he was fine. No brain damage or nothing, but he got fucked up bad. Yeah, and, like, then Trez shows up and pretty much telling everybody to leave, and then the mom comes out telling everybody to just leave. It was getting out of hand because it was like a big group fight. It was like, you know, Keanu one dude, Trez Day on one guy, and I'm just standing there over him like, this is what fucking happens. I don't know. I did not throw one punch in that whole thing. I was just like standing there watching this shit happen right in front of me. I didn't have to do anything.
And you think all that shit. And before this happened, you had told me, don't get into the fight with nobody, I won't be able to help you.
Yes, because the few parties before, there was always fights. It started with Chase. I remember all these fuckers' names. From Rose Pine, they pointed that shotgun at him from that car. And then he freaked out. He's like, you're not pointing a gun at me? His fucking white boy fucking country rage came out of that motherfucker.
And after the fight, remember, he's like, are you friends with him? Are you friends with him? We was like, no, we're friends with Day and Trez.
Yeah. Anybody that stepped us and wanted to fight, because he was wanting to fight anybody at first.
Anybody.
And I was like, we were like, no, just stay away from all these people. You don't want that to happen. And he found the right people who weren't fucking around. But then that one dude who got out of the car and stepped to him, he got fucking hit. I had that recorded too. He dropped immediately as well. Man, that was some crazy shit. The cops showed up to that specific party. I think it was the first or second one. But there were so many fucking cars. The way his house was, and like the dead end, there were so many fucking cars. Cops just didn't even come in. They showed up and they just left because they knew it was just like a house party, you know, after a football game, whatever. But we would have 200 plus people at these parties. Y'all were there. You seen it. Like it was like everybody was doing their own thing. Man, I had some of the best times at shit like that. And we were only like 15 or 16 years old doing this shit. 17 maybe. I was like, God damn. Crazy. And like I remember that last party, me, Chris, and the DJ guy, I can't remember his name.
Oh, Zebulon.
No, I mean Zeb, yes, but I don't think he was there for that. He might have been. It was a bigger like Hawaiian, like light skinned Hawaiian dude.
Never met him.
Is Chris even here?
Yeah, he's taking care of some business.
Oh, man, dude, that was some of the best times ever, man. And it was just cheap, cheap shit. It'd be like maybe 2-3 bottles at these parties, not really much alcohol. Just having the fucking best times.
It didn't take that much for us to get drunk back then either, you notice?
No, dude. And even if we, fuck, dude, there was times where I would, end up drinking a whole entire case of beer, 24 fucking beer, and then, liquor after, and then just, consuming alcohol at these parties, but I'd be sweating. We'd be building fires, doing country shit, man. It was the best fucking time.
It was good. I didn't really fuck around too much back then with that shit. But now I've had opportunities to party in the past couple of years. I did, but I don't really, I couldn't see myself going to another big party like that.
Bro, after I turned 21, I have yet to ever party like that, like I did when I was a kid, really. It's crazy. And that's why I don't drink. I don't do anything nowadays.
It's been fucking 4 days. I'm on day 4 of no cigarettes.
That's good.
And that shit is hard.
Nicotine whatsoever, neither. No nicotine.
Oh, I'm on nicotine.
I'll smoke a cigarette. I'd even fucking pack a dip, dude. If I've been wanting a dip. So
I've been
bad.
fucking around with these. They're called Zen pouches. I'm sure you guys have heard about it. It's a good alternative to smoking cigarettes. All right, it'll help you out. And it's even ladies can do them too. Even y'all
And
ladies.
I watch does that shit. Like everybody's fucking throwing the zennies in.
Yeah, it's I call them packets. I call them little packets. You know, to just pack it in. You know.
I don't know. I'd much rather because I like to spit whenever I'm dipping. I couldn't think of swallowing my saliva.
Mm. I do with this stuff. It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if this chick.
I used to have mud jugs and everything, dude, for spit. I started collecting them before I like maybe 4 years, 3 years before I came here.
Imagine drinking out of that by accident.
Hell, no, none of us one of those. You would know. I mean,
Uh,
I've accidentally drank dip bit before when I was way younger. It was fucked up. It's like a nightmare you have and you can never forget.
Type of shit. Yeah, and it's horror nasty shit. I've done that a lot in my God's truck because it'll be late. It'll be in the morning. You can't read the shit. You can't see it. You know, you can't. You just take a swig thing that's water. I wonder if this chick smoked a cigarette after it happened to her. A black woman from Texas is speaking out after mistakenly being shot 5 times by police who believed her to be an intruder. Ebony Pouncey, 28 years old, recounted the events that led to the shooting inside her apartment earlier this month with ABC 13. Pouncey, who shares an apartment with her girlfriend, said the pair had returned home and her girlfriend realized she had forgotten her keys. The woman then told Pouncey, trying to find a good photo of her, to break the window so they could enter the apartment. According to a statement from a neighbor named Robert Mitchell to the outlet, he heard the sound of breaking glass and suspected a break-in and called 911. 2 Harris County officers responded to the Pines of Wood Forest Apartments in the early morning of February 3rd after receiving reports of a potential intruder. I heard the sheriff's office knock on the door, nobody responded, and then maybe 5 seconds later I heard a gun. I'd like to see a video.
Yeah, I guess that was the video I seen.
Let me
Fuck,
see.
hit her
Because
5
you'd
times.
send me this information. Now let's see the video.
They killed her. That it looked crazy. Like
With the children in the house and should they attacking that, you know.
a lot of these cops nowadays, man, they don't really have. They're not being properly.
Yeah, and they have very light fingers.
Like they're very fast to shoot whenever they're not no immediate real threat, especially like with a knife or something and everything. And you know,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
I think she was a gun owner. That's what I was reading as well,
Well,
and that has something to do with it. But
did the cops know that her whole life story before they showed up? Like,
mhm.
unless seeing her with a gun in her hand.
Okay, here's a good video. Here's a good video. I think. I hope it's hard to find a video that doesn't have the news story included in it. What happened to Ebony?
So excited to announce that.
We're joined now by Fox 20 senior legal analyst Chris Tritico to talk about another story making national headlines, and that is the controversial body cam footage of 2 Harris County deputies shooting a woman multiple times in her friend's apartment. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump calling for the deputies to be held accountable. First, Chris, let's take a look at the video.
Yeah, it's just stories. They just kept fucking loading their fucking gun. bullets.
Ebony Pouncey shot 5 times and survived. This was last Saturday when she and her friend got locked out of their apartment. They broke a window to get inside. A neighbor heard the breaking glass and thought it was an actual break-in and called 911. So, Chris, I want to get your take on whether this.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit more complicated. You know, I wonder if she was giving an attitude to them afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, give an attitude, because it appears as a break-in.
Well, like they said, you know, the guy heard broken glass, called 911, walked up, they seen the broken glass window, and then they looked in. She seen the woman and said gun. She may have had a wallet, a phone, something in her hand that maybe looked like a gun to the officer. And I don't know if it's like if you see a gun and you and they're looking at you, you shoot on command. But maybe instead of just shooting real quick, maybe jump back or fucking like, you know, maybe have like some type of fucking, you know, footwork to like, you know, get down and step back and really assess the situation. Maybe, you know, I'm not defending either person. It's just maybe there's a better way instead of just quickly unloading 2 whole magazines into fucking somebody's apartment.
Yeah.
It's not funny, you know.
They're not even thinking like the bullets and shit. Like the bullets are gonna hit something, even if they pass through a wall. You know what I'm saying? Like
you just pop, maybe 3, step back, whatever, fucking move, fucking duck, motherfucking. I mean, and if you hear these cops' voices, yes, in that moment, I could never imagine somebody pulling out a gun really fucking fast and trying to take my life in a split second. But some of them, you'll hear it in their voice, like they get, you know, very afraid, like super scared. But like you think, like I wouldn't want a cop to maybe like be afraid. Like if you're being a cop and you're going out, it sucks to say, but like you know, that's, you know, your life is on the line and you can die. Like don't be going to work thinking that nothing is going to happen. Like always like kind of have that in your head. Maybe I could be talking out of my ass,
but don't be too paranoid though to where you're like shooting at acorns and fucking.
And yes, that was crazy too. Like what the fuck was that? You know, like
they're the same kind of cops. They're the same kind of like cops, like as far as like being unfit for duty, you know.
I mean, yes, or like psychologically, or like, because my brother, he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to be a cop, and I'm like, well, good luck with the school. He's like, no, you don't need to go to school. Just blah blah blah. All you have to do is pass this, and it's like, I know people. I know he wouldn't be ready to be a cop. He wouldn't be fit to be a cop. You know, you know, people are getting hired with cops. You know, not having license, not having proper insurance and shit. It's like you have to be a certain age to even be considered to be president. You never could have a conviction, some crazy shit like that, to become president. But to be a cop to protect your city, you could be fucking, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start getting any illegals to start being cops like they've been doing in the military.
That's probably another plan as well, to allow all these tens of millions of illegal immigrants that are coming in, that are given cell phones, that are given houses, you know, roofs over their heads. You know, that could be our homeless veterans, but it's not. It's illegal immigrants because it's all part of the plan, man. They allow these fuckers to vote. They're lining these people up, telling them where to go left and right. Who's to say like y'all go in here and vote for this motherfucker right now, and they're all gonna fucking do exactly what they're told? If you really think about it. And
I mean, I think that they would, dude, because like the people helping them out, they're gonna be seeing these Democrats as the ones that help them out. They're gonna be seeing, you know, like they're gonna be like, the Republicans seem like they hate us. They're gonna see
create the problem and then offer you the solution.
Yep. Trump's gonna come in and shut down the government again.
They just averted a government shutdown today.
Well, he's probably gonna have it shut down, kind of like he did whenever all these places closed, like all these like state parks and all this shit like would close down, and you know, and the border is going to be closed down, and he's gonna fix all this shit, but I feel like it's gonna be too late. I mean, I would want someone to come in. Like, they don't have to be president or Trump. It could be that any like Ramaswamy, or if they do the shit Trump does, I'll like them as much as I like Trump. It's not because of Donald Trump. It's not because he fought Vince McMahon in the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania. It's not because of that. It's not because of any of that. It's just because I feel like that'd be the right thing to do to fix the whole border problem. But people's like, oh, fucking global warming. Oh my God, the water's rising. Oh, but no. How about the fucking border crisis? Fuck, fucking global warming.
There.
These motherfuckers said that the water would be a certain level, certain things would be underwater. All these elitists I seen in a video the other day, like all these fuckers, they have like beachfront properties and shit.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that in a video the other day. It's like, come on, man. Yeah,
You see, and that's like that goes into detail with like they're trying to what's good for them is only for them, not for us.
Yeah.
If I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Well, yeah, man. Like, they're just trying to fucking scare us, dude. Whenever the aliens finally invade and it's a hologram in the sky and everyone's like, oh my God, and all these crimes start happening and then chaos ensues.
It might be holograms, but the ordinance will be very real.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. The ships will be holograms. It'll be fucking they'll be launching weapons from space. They've been fucking with the space nukes. I think when you guys told me about that, and that kind of helped me put two and two together as well. With
They
that
know
whole situation.
Lives to be able to see space, so they continue to feed us bullshit, and like we're gonna be like, okay, yes, whatever you say, I believe in it all.
I mean, that's what they're gonna want, Like they're demonizing preppers. Have y'all seen Leave the World Behind yet?
No.
Oh yeah, I fucking loved that.
I loved it. But they made Kevin.
Netflix.
They made Netflix. You're the one that got me hip to the fact that the father of propaganda is the granddad of the fucking CEO of Netflix. But this movie, the Obamas produced this movie, which was a weird little fact about this movie.
Weird, and you could tell. I mean, there's a lot of slime.
But the way
but it's whatever.
Kevin Bacon is portrayed in this movie, because he's the prepper, right? I thought it was a weird role that they put Kevin Bacon in and shit. They made him seem like a weird asshole.
Yeah, they made him look like a dumb fuck who is just like, oh my God.
No, you're thinking about Ethan Hawke. They made the dad look like a fucking complete idiot in a week.
About the Dallas Cowboy hat on, Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like they made him look like a dumbass right wing prepping. Like they think about it because
we're not gonna give too much away about the movie, guys. But
he was saying something, and as he was saying it, the camera was so perfect with the American flag in the background, and it made him sound like a douchebag. And he's probably all for it. Kevin Bacon's probably a fucking dumb fucking liberal too.
Guaranteed that,
bro. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm. But that's like that movie. It was the message that they were pushing that movie. It was almost like in a lot of like the way that the daughter acted. I didn't necessarily like. The gun standoff scene was dope. I'd have to say. The guy I'll only give this part away. We'll only give this part away. Is that it was like over some medicine, even like a little like some antibiotics that could be worth your life. So
Hashtag spoiler alert, you fuck.
But that's it though. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna tell you what the medicine's for.
Anywhere, like if I had a bunch of medicine here, I wouldn't necessarily. And if people knew that, I wouldn't want them coming and trying to take my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd be out.
Yeah, exactly. You give one thing away once, people are gonna start expecting you to just start giving shit away all the time.
But they also made it to where that black dude was really good friends with this guy before. And then this guy's like, oh no, I don't trust you now all of a sudden. Like, no, if I knew you before, fucking come on. Like, I know you. Like, it's cool. And if you cross me, you're dead. Like, easy. But I know you. I trust you. I have for years, but I will have an eye on you. And that's another thing. They just made it seem like It's white hate, bro, but it's cool. It's fine.
They did put white hate in the movie. I noticed a couple times.
Whenever the father and daughter were sleeping together.
Don't.
I mean, they were just like, it's fucking the apocalypse. They're fucking like close to one another, and she's like whispering all this shit, talking about, oh, I can't trust people.
Yes.
White people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was said, and I'm like, what the fuck? This was an awesome movie, but fuck it, I'll keep watching.
Yeah, that kind of turned me off. I was like, why is it going to be about race? Why can you not trust white people?
Why? It's because the Obamas made it. Mr. and Mr. Obama made it. They fucking produced it, and they probably weren't even on set once. Didn't put in any fucking work.
What do you think, Chris?
I've never seen the movie, so I can't really give no opinion on it.
You just got to check it out one day. I wish it was on Netflix. I respect you. You're very principled when it comes to standing behind.
Well, of course, I'm not gonna offer something I know nothing about. You know what I'm saying?
Palestine, you can't eat McDonald's anymore.
Say it again.
Free Palestine. McDonald's, I guess, is against that. They're for Israel.
So no more McDonald's. We're kind of. I wouldn't necessarily say free Palestine. I'm pro-Palestine. I say in the scenario of them versus Israel, all of our money goes to Israel. None of it's going to Palestine. As far as I know, like, I support Israel possibly in a biblical stance, but right now it's not looking like any biblical stuff is happening. It's
all people Jewish, Middle Eastern. Black.
Let's not call them Jewish. Let's call them Israelites.
Jewish. I love all because they're white as well. That's all Israel and everything. I love everybody.
100 plus killed as Israeli soldiers opened fire and Palestinians waiting for aid. Gaza.
Holy shit, that is some no Russian type shit right there, bro.
Damn.
And they were waiting for food.
Fucking people down.
I wonder if that video. There probably has to be some kind of like CCTV video of that shit. Like when the cameras are on there on the military guys is something they've had to have some kind of footage. 100 that are killed in Gaza City Thursday are trying to get critical humanitarian aid. They were starving. They didn't get food for like a week or two before this.
Damn.
That's wild.
700 are injured, and more people are likely to rise in the death and injury list.
Fucking food, like instead of like people starving, and let's send them money over to these countries for more like army fucking trucks and tanks and shit. We could like maybe send them some fucking rice and some beans and vegetables and
give me some rice.
No, like
yeah, better than nothing.
Man, like.
But this is not being covered as heavily as whenever Hamas had entered into Israel on October 7th.
But dude, you know what I heard the other day, man? This is crazy. This dude, he made a video. He sounded like one of those, conspiracy theorist dudes, but talking about how humans are not supposed to consume water. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But then he broke it down to where, like, do you have to bend down and drink water out of a puddle? Like, can you lap water with your tongue? And I'm thinking, like, well, no. And then he goes into this shit to where he's like, in order for us to drink water, we have to either use our hands, dig it up, scoop it up into something, heat it up a lot, boil it, and then it'll be safe to drink. If we didn't, we'd get sick and all this other shit. And then he said, we're basically, long story short, we're supposed to be drinking water through fruit. And that's how we're supposed to be getting our hydration. I couldn't think of a life without drinking water. Like, I don't think I could imagine.
Dude, if the river's clear enough, I'll take a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
sit down there and drink it like an animal.
Not even. I'll dip my hand, get a little scoop. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the woods, bud.
Yeah.
That's almost like terrain fury, it sounds like, though, dude. Maybe if these...
Evolution and shit, like how humans had to heat up water in order to drink it. At what point did that happen? Because you have to think. People had to drink
How would they
water.
get it back then? Yeah, they weren't cleansing it.
You have to drink water before 5.
They used to drink a lot of alcohol back then, though. They used to try.
Maybe we were still fish people then.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I mean, they put a bunch of fruits in a bucket, and it got rotten, and they just drank that. You know, or just like fruit. But then again, it's like thinking, like, when did we start drinking water and having to boil it? I just thought of that. I don't know. I may be just weird.
You know, maybe that, you know, if they
Stay
could
off the drugs, champ.
Dude, doesn't it sound cool?
No, I'm fucking with you.
If they could have, like, you know, it's crazy. In a lot of countries, it's against their religion to drink alcohol now.
Well, I mean,
you know, but these countries, they used to only drink alcohol, like brewed, like beer, wine. And for instance, in Gaza, most of them don't drink alcohol because they're a Muslim country.
Something like to survive, like you need water. Like you can't just like drink fermented.
Drinking out the toilet tank.
Type of shit, you know. But animals drink water too. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could they've been around as long as us? How come they haven't evolved to not drink?
I went into this video and he explained. He's like, the way they drink with their tongue and like they lap it with their tongue. And he's like
a dog?
No way can do that. Like we're completely different.
Yeah, you gotta suck it out the stream, my boy. You gotta suck it out.
Yeah, you know about that.
Bill, I wish I could find the video, man. I wish I could find it.
I can show you plenty of videos where they suck it out.
No, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just.
He's like, no, I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm lost.
I'm being nasty.
He's a little dirty, Chris.
For $400, I did see that. I think Rick Ross bought a
Yo, Donald Trump tennis shoes. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, they're gold.
Didn't he do that to pay for his lawsuit or some shit?
Oh yeah, he had to raise money to pay for his lawsuit.
His fine.
I can't believe that they're fucking making him like pay that shit. It's because.
Fuck yeah, they better make his ass pay that shit. If you're found guilty, you should, dude. Fuck that.
What was he doing again? What was he found guilty exactly?
Dude, I think like some form of fraud, something to do with his house in Florida, Mar-a-Lago or some shit.
I guess he had those documents or something. And then they went after that, and then they probably found something else. There was that thing going on with like the price of like how much that house is worth.
Yeah, the water from fruit checks out. I believe
that shit is crazy.
100%. Like water through fruit, like hydrating through fruit is the best way to hydrate, especially like if you're.
I don't know if you believe them, but some people say they've sat in caves for 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think of a monk. These motherfuckers.
Well, they say.
Through these topics,
motherfuckers can like sit at top of mountains and like in fucking.
Yeah, we are shotgunning. Hey, man, one thing to another. I've been getting high, so.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's the rabbit hole, though.
Yeah,
hey, man, yeah, dude, the view from the edge is beautiful, my friend.
I'm looking for some more information. I can keep on going. What y'all was talking about.
I feel like y'all can't hear me that good. Am I
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Got a cough to get off.
You're forgiven.
Can y'all hear me?
I can't wait till it's legal, boys.
Can y'all hear me?
I'll have a nice grow house in my backyard, about 16 plants.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Y'all want to kind of segue into like talking about legalization of marijuana?
I'm just talking, buddy.
Let's do it. That sounds good. I
agree with legalizing it everywhere, man.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be expensive though, I feel.
Yeah, once they give that legalization, it's a lot of people are gonna be making some extra money, I feel like too. But it's gonna be so many people trying to grow their own strands of weed that it's gonna be.
I mean, yeah, but
that's when you'll have to be the most careful.
Yeah, dude, you have to be very careful, especially with all the THCA and the Delta shit out, man. Think about all the gas everywhere you look.
Once it becomes legal, though, that shit's gonna be gone.
It may.
Well, it's gonna get worse.
Because there's people that don't like the true intensity of.
It's gonna get cheap and mass produced.
That's what happened in Colorado. When I went to Colorado,
you get caught.
When I went to Colorado, I went to the dispensary and was talking to them, and they have like the prices were similar a little bit. They're almost exactly like if you were buying it from one of your buddies and shit.
Huh.
A little cheaper, like not too much, but compared to Massachusetts, the dispensary is expensive. But they're just telling me, because they've been doing it in Colorado for about 10 years now. They were saying that they got so much, and they can't trade between states. They can only sell that weed that they grow in Colorado to places in Colorado. So they're
Okay.
throwing shit away. If they legalize federally, then Colorado could trade weed with California. Or
That'd be pretty
Michigan
cool.
could trade weed with Missouri, or Oregon could trade weed with Massachusetts. But right now, they can only do it within their state. So they just have so much weed right now. So that'd be more competition for small dudes like us too. Once they finally get out there, these big weed. Green Dragon was the weed thing in Colorado. That was like 7-Eleven for weed dispensaries. You been to a dispensary, Jordan?
Never, man. I wish. I would love to go to one, but never. I've driven past them in Colorado.
That was back when I was freshly new. I liked it. I enjoyed the process.
It's still, I mean, I feel like that'll never change the feeling because, I mean, you still kind of have a little bit of the that paranoia. That's the only thing that really got me off that was like, hiding from our parents or something like that.
Mhm.
That feeling you'll never really have back again. But I don't know, man. Sometimes, I mean, if you're smoking good shit, you're gonna feel a little bit of paranoia like that.
Mhm.
Or at least for me, that feeling has never really went away. If anything, it would be better because I'd have more confidence in just letting people know, hey, I smell like weed, whatever. Sometimes I feel like shit if I go to a restaurant and I stink of weed.
A
I
lot
don't
of
know.
old people are like, a lot of old people don't like that shit. Fuck them at the same time, but also it's like,
I mean,
society doesn't need to bend its way. Society doesn't need to change for you. You know what I mean?
but you don't want society to become a stinky fucking rotten ball of
A bunch
shit.
of fucking high fucking motherfuckers lying around everywhere.
Smoking weed 100%. But I don't want to smell it all the time. I feel like, I mean, I'll deal with it, but I mean, it's nice to know that I don't really smell like it walking past somebody.
I think we all hate that, Joe.
Hey, man.
We
Having no,
all hate, we all hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? That by the time you run out of the booze, you're drunk, you're looking for a lady, there ain't one there, you start punching holes in the wall. But yeah, man. Have you
I'm
been to
still,
the dispensary, Chris?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I went to one in Arizona. I think it was, or New Mexico.
man, when I was in New Mexico, they didn't have that yet. That really sucks, dude. I lived there for about a year and a half, maybe. That was fun. I weighed 295 pounds when I came back.
He was eating, boy. How much do you weigh now? 250?
Yeah, about 250. But I dropped all the way down. The end of that year, I weighed like 185.
No, I died from a fall. I'm gaming, boys.
You're fine, brother.
That's whenever I gained back a little bit of weight and then did the cage shit, and that was awesome. That was so fun. That motherfucker.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
I just really miss training jujitsu and MMA, dude. Like every fucking day with Chris. I remember going to his fucking
Oh, yeah, dude. All the time.
God.
Did y'all see where they have signs posted in Chinese at, like, places throughout Mexico and Southern America with, like, directions on how to get to America and, like,
Yeah,
better access the resources?
there's majority Chinese coming in recently. I've been seeing a lot of Chinese videos, and they try to ask them where they're from. And some of these people were using a translator, and they were brought here by plane, bro. they were saying a lot of these motherfuckers are being brought by plane, like landing in Mexico and on board and like pretty much directly to the border. Like these motherfuckers are
That's
not
what
walking for days and days and days and days. I'm telling you that right now.
the
Nobody-
UN has designated close to $500 million, close to like $375 million to give in towards migrants heading to the U.S. this year.
Brother, they are flooding this motherfucker.
The migrant situation
Wait.
going on is, I'm trying to look at the pictures of them signs, man, and it's fighting aged men, and it seems kind of like, the U.S. like Mexico. I'm pretty sure they recognize a lot of different countries. And Canada as well, which makes a good point. They recognize a lot of different countries' passports, so you could go fly to Mexico and then walk across the border. That's what my ex-wife's mom did.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
That's what they're doing. And these Chinese people, they don't know. Like these people don't know how we feel about this. They're being promised shit that they probably never will get. To be honest, they're gonna get here and then they're gonna leave it in the Republicans' hands to take care of, or they'll just rig it again and then they'll just flood us or try to kill us from the inside. And they will turn on the American fucking people, man.
That's why they're offering them. That's why they're offering them military. They're offering them to be in the military.
It's gonna happen. It may take a while. It's gonna take years of training for these people to like be brainwashed enough. They already have a bunch of AI shit. They have AI that could tell like Joe Rogan to be like, everybody join the army. Everybody, it's all here. We're all fucked. We're all gonna be distracted in our Apple eyeglass. We're going to be doing this. And
they could call you. They have the AI so advanced now to where...
Dude, the eyeglass does look pretty lit, though. I'm not going to lie.
They have it advanced now to where they can like call you and make it think it's your boss calling you. Or make it think...
I feel like I would just use it as kind of like a HUD system more than like a VR.
Talking about that Apple Glass shit?
Mm-hmm.
I could not see myself wearing that all the time, dude. Even if I had one, I could not. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
at home or at a
that's
place,
just making why make life is not supposed to be easy.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to just have shit. You're supposed to like it's not supposed nothing. You're not supposed to just have something there, fucking on your head that you can just fucking think about something. You're supposed to get your ass up and go grab it, or you know what I'm saying? Go and get a remote and change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of these motherfuckers. It seems like a lot of these people had no idea any of this shit would happen. People like Vince McMahon, people like Jeffrey Epstein, people like all the Weinstein, all these elites that have gotten exposed. Like, because we have a computer in our pocket and we could find out everything about anybody.
Yeah.
And it's like these fuckers had no idea this shit was going to happen. So it's like they didn't even know, and they just hit us with all this technology over the years, and now everybody's getting exposed. Everybody's killing themselves.
Yeah. And you think that the Apple Glass thing? Okay, so they was like talking like what was we talking about?
The fucking like the Apple Glass reality and like the future.
Yeah, dude, these guys like I guarantee that they would love everybody being on some kind of Apple Glass shit.
Yeah, dude.
They would love everybody just sitting there. They wouldn't be thinking about the Chinese people crossing the border. They wouldn't be thinking about Trump giving $454 million.
Hey man, they want us fucking distracted, boys.
We have this as well, though. We have these as well, and the Apple Glass $4,000.
They're going to put them both together.
$350.
I can show you a video where they say they want you to have to use those to travel if you're poor. Basically, you go.
What's it called?
Into the virtual reality. Yeah, man. Like, this is all distractions to weaken the mind. This makes you weak. The PlayStations and everything. It makes you.
God, how many fucks are going to be using those Apple glasses?
Dude, I've seen a lot.
Oh, everybody who's
God, and that makes me sick, dude. That makes me so pissed, dude. Because like it's made access to pornographic material even easier, and it's even you don't even and it's gonna make people are not these kids these young dudes coming up are not going to want to be fucking chicks, dude, because they have access to this Apple Glass. And by the time 5-10 years rolls around from now, they're going to be able to, like, where they put the Apple Glass 12 comes out. Fucking, that's probably going to be a chip. But you're going to be able to just, like, materialize a woman. And, you know, and you're not going to, why would you want to deal with rejections and deal with, you know, possible reject, you know, all that shit whenever you could just easily just program a woman to be
exactly how it's gonna be too. I guarantee it. Because I mean, don't matter who the fucking president is. Then people within the country already, the evil fucks that are making this shit, it's gonna happen.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna say they might become. I feel like they would make it a crime for a man and a woman to have sex with each other.
Dude, they wanted to pass Sharia law, like, I thought years ago here. They wanted to try to do it somewhere
in certain towns and shit, like certain low towns, but they want us to all be jerking off, smoking weed. They want us to be high and jerking off all the time.
Yeah,
right? They want us to be, and they want us to do what?
They want us to be degenerate.
They want us to be degenerates. They want us to, like, devolve. But they don't like the idea of a straight, good-looking guy who's a cool dude going around being with chicks. They don't like that kind of influence on young men. They want young men to grow up to become queer-ass fucking weirdos.
Matter if you're white or black or anything. If you're like a blue-collar worker and feel like it's a war against people like us, you know, it's like people that, you know, like go to, you know, even like servers, you know, cooks, all these people that go and do these 12, 13-hour shifts or whatever, they aren't looked at, like, and
then they make people waste their money on shit like Apple Glass and make them, they know that what little money they got, they fucking wasted on these products that they fucking make us think that we need because it'll make us seem cooler that we have this fucking shit, you know?
And or like to fucking brainwash the younger generation, our kids and shit.
Yeah, and they're making so much money off this shit, dude. Like, what about the people that fucking put this shit together in the factories, dude? You know what I'm saying? What about the people that these fucking Apple CEOs would not be putting this shit together themselves. They wouldn't let their kids do it.
No, they couldn't. I don't know the full behind all that or how that works, but with that goes into child labor laws in other countries, which I am 100% behind because
I'm just saying, like, anybody that does anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna be held.
They're sold into like.
There's so many fucking. This is the future right here, dude.
You hear what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, what did you say it again so I can hear you this time? My bad. I was talking about the thing that we was talking about. Now, what was you saying?
Well, I was just. Never mind. Fuck it. What is this?
We're talking about this. We're talking about they're trying to take our souls.
Oh, you brought up the kids that make the Apple Glass and all this shit. And
yes, but I'm saying like the people in general. I was using that as like a side example. What I meant was like the people, like the fact that these guys make so much money off of the money that we work our asses off to get. The people that are making this shit aren't making no money. We're using our money that we're barely making, and these guys fucking are like getting
or some shit.
God, if I see someone like that in public, dude, I'm gonna start videoing them. I'm gonna interview them.
A lot of these videos, though, are fake, and like a lot of people set them up.
You think really? Okay.
Look at that. Like this dude's probably getting recorded from a distance, you know, just to become viral. Which is a genius idea. Cool. I mean, it's a good idea. I mean,
but they're not everybody's gonna have one of these.
Don't get me wrong. If I had one of these, we'd go out and make a funny ass video about it, like in public. We'd just be bullshit, making people think we're weirdos. A few people's done that. I mean, that's cool.
This shit.
That's just crazy to see.
Why do you want to see shit that close too? You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could bring it in and out.
Or it has your virtual hands.
I mean, VR is cool. Like, I have this VR here. It's fucking awesome to play, but, like, at your house. Like, that would be cool to
play space.
maybe to watch a movie on at the house. Fucking Tesla truck. People are driving with it. What the fuck?
Those are self-driving too.
Yeah. Aiden, he shot one the other day. He brought his out and they fucking unloaded on it. They actually shot through it.
Huh. Oh God. That shit is worth some money too. I wonder fucking how much one of those Tesla trucks cost.
Oh man. Huh. He said one it had to be like close to 300 grand or some crazy shit.
The Tesla, you could get a Tesla car is like 30 or 40, 50, 60,000.
Yeah, I know.
This is not too bad for a car, but this truck.
I just want a car that looks like that, like with the interior. I don't really give a fuck about the electric shit. I just want a nice looking car with that interior. I think it's badass.
The Cybertruck is only 82,235.
Fuck. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, it really isn't too bad.
They're uglier than fuck though.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cybertruck, it says controversial.
Yeah, they're ugly as shit, but you know, I guess they if you were rich.
I think me and her we're about to go eat.
Yeah, I'm about to get off here and fucking.
We can game later. We can do a game stream later if you want to.
Might as well. I mean, we get more fucking clips out of it.
Yeah. So I had a good time in this episode.
Yeah, it was fun. I like talking about the controversial shit, especially when we got into the Vince McMahon.
Oh God.
Dude, next time we stream, I need to show more like fucking crazy, like not crazy videos, but like videos on the shit like we're talking about, like with all this man shit, like some UFC shit maybe next time.
We was gonna stream whole UFC 1, but we're moving some stuff around in my house right now, so we're kind of getting everything situated.
Oh yeah.
And stuff, so it should be chill. We have it's getting this badass. You have to come over here and visit soon. We'll do an in-person pod.
Fuck man, I might have something that you can put in your setup.
You know, taking everything we can. Where'd you go? Did you get something?
Hello?
Hello? What did you get? You were able to get something? Peace out, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share.
Dude.